Hello writers, in this video I will be going over how to use Google Docs. First we want to open Google Docs. When we open it, we are seeing this screen. What we want to do is click on Template Gallery. In this template gallery, you see a bunch of templates that you could use, and you could scroll all the way down and look through each one, see which one you like, which one you want to use. For now, I'm going to use the blank document. I'm going to show you how to change the font and font size. First, you want to highlight what you wrote. You want to go here to where it says font and search up whichever font you want to use. I'm going to use Times New Roman. And then you go here to font size and you could make the font bigger, smaller until you find the perfect size. How to change the alignment. What you want to do is highlight what you have written, then go over here to where you see these little lines. You have left align, center, right align, and justify. How to change the spacing. What you want to do is highlight what you have written, and you go here to where it says line and paragraph spacing. You click it and you have options that say single, 1.15, 1.5, double, and right now it's basically on single. So let's change it to double, and there you have double space. Now you could write something. And if you want to go back and change it, you highlight it again and change it back to single, 1.15, 0.5, double. And you could even add space for paragraph, space after paragraph, and all these other options that you have with spacing. So what you want to do first is go up here to where it says bulleted list, click on it, and you have all these cool little options that you have to choose, and you can click on one and start writing your list. So let's say you want to add page numbers. What you want to do is go here to insert and go down to where it says page numbers. You can click on more options and you could choose to have them on the header, the footer, and you could start on whatever you want, then click OK, and there you have page numbers. How to add a header and a footer. What you want to do is go to insert, go down here to where it says headers and footers. Now you could type out something for your header and change the alignment to where you want it, and go back to insert and click on headers and footers, and you choose footer, type something, and you have options. Footer format where you could change the margins and all this, and you could even have page numbers and even how to remove the footer. And there you have it, a header and a footer. Let's say you want to change the orientation of the page. You want to go here to Format, Page Orientation. Apply to whole document or sometimes select the document, change to portrait or landscape, click OK, and there you have it on landscape. Let's say you want to change it back. Go back to Format, Page Orientation, Portrait, OK, and there you have it. How to add pictures. You go to Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. And here on your pictures, you want to choose a picture. So let's say I choose this cute little picture of Buddy, and I want to go to wrap text to be able to move it. Now I make it smaller or bigger, and I move it to wherever I want to place it. Let's say I want to add another picture. This time, search from the web or Google Drive, Photos, URL, camera, whichever. Search the web. And basically it's Google Images, so you can search for images like a dog, and let's say I want this cute first one. Click insert, and now we have to do the same thing, which click on it, wrap text, so we're able to make it smaller, bigger, and move it to wherever we want to. And there you go, how to add pictures. I'm going to show you how to add special characters. You go to insert, click on special characters, and here you could look through all the characters that you're able to have. Right here, there are mainly arrows. Then you could even search some up, look through the symbols, punctuation. You have all these options. Choose emojis, math symbols, musical symbols, technical symbols. So yeah, you could go ahead and mess around with all these special characters that you want to add. So let's say you want to use the draw option. You go to insert, drawing, click on new. So let's go with word art and let's enter a word like hello. Now here's my word. I could change the font, make it bold or italic, change the color, change the border color. Now I can move it to where I want to move it. And you could add shapes, images, another text box, choose whatever shape you want. So let's say I want a heart, change the color, move it, and there you go. Now you click on save and close. It's just like an image. You click on wrap text and start moving it to wherever you want. I'm going to show you how to create a cover page using two different ways. The first way I'm going to show you is by simply just changing the font and making it bigger. So here we have the words how to create a cover page highlighted. I'm going to change it to this font. I'm going to make it bigger to like, let's say 50. Gonna mess around with how I have it. And there you have DIY cover page. Now the other way is using the drawing method. So I'm gonna add word art, my cover page, change the font, make it bold, change the color. I'm gonna add a shape. I'm gonna change the color of it. I wanna try and put it on top of it. So I gotta go over here to order and send to back. And there you have another way to create a cover page. I'm going to show you how to change the color of the page, and this is actually pretty easy. Just go to file, go here to page setup, and where it says page color, you choose whatever color you want. So let's say I want a nice blue color, so like that color. I click OK, then OK again, and they have color of the page. I say I want to change it to another color, page setup, and you go back and change the color. I'm going to show you how to add a table of contents. What you want to do first is add headings. Heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, just for examples. And we go over here to where it says insert table of contents with page numbers. And here you have it. Then I'm going to show you with links. And this is how it looks, where if you click on it, it would take you to that specific section. I'm going to teach you how to add footnotes. Now, like it says here in the document, remember to place the cursor where you want your footer to go. So first, click on Insert, Footnote. We didn't remember the second thing, so we have to erase it and place it where we want it to go. So let's say I want it right here where it says Footnotes. Place the cursor there. Go back to Insert, Footnote. And there you have it, right where I put my cursor. So now I write what I need my footnote to says. Like this is my footer. Now I say I want to place another one right here. I have to remember. Click insert, footnote, and the number 2 will come out. I'm going to write something like, yay, you remembered. And I have number 1 and number 2. I'm going to show you how to add citations. You want to go to Tools, Citations, and you could choose if you want MLA, APA, Chicago. For now, I'm going to just show you an APA. You have all these type of sources that you could choose from. So go with book, select an option whether it's print, website, an online database. And let's say I'm going to show you how about online database. You could search by the ISBN number or type in the information yourself. So I'm going to show you an example of what it would look like. So let's say I'm going to do for Harry Potter. Now let's see, all the information I have is the author and the title. So there you have it, how it comes out, and where you place your cursor and you cite for the in-text citation. And then let's say you want to add your reference. There you go, your reference. How to add a table. First, you go to Insert, Table. You have table templates, or you can create it yourself. So let's say I want I don't know, 5 by 5. There you have it. Now you can make these lines bigger, smaller. Depends on how you want your table to look. You have options that you could choose from here. You could change how the row is, the column, the alignment, even the color, and you could change each cell like that, and you could go around and just mess around with your table, make it look the way you want it to. So let's say your paper has a lot of grammar and spelling that it needs to be corrected. So what you want to do is go here to Tools, Spelling and Grammar, and click on Spelling and Grammar Check or Show Spelling Suggestions and all this. And there's gonna suggest things such like teach, spelling, grammar. Now you go here back to Tools and you have options to have your own personal dictionary to add words. You can have Google Docs show spelling suggestions or show grammar suggestions, and you could take them off or put them on depending on what you like. I'm going to show you how to download a Google Docs as a PDF. What you want to do is go here to File, click on Download and PDF Document, and there you go. It should have downloaded on your downloads. I'm going to show you how to get the link to share your document. What you want to do first is click on Share, the very top right hand corner. So once you click on Share, you're going to see this where it says People with Access and General Access. Right here where it says Restricted, you want to click on it and change to anyone with the link, and then you could either copy the link or click Done. So next I'm going to show you how to open a Microsoft Word in Google Docs using Chrome. So as you see in the screen, we have a Microsoft Word on Chrome. What you want to do is go over here to where it says File and click on Save as Google Docs. Awesome, congratulations, you have just learned how to use Google Docs. Till next time, bye.